Welcome to Rusty Wrenches and Ratchet Rides. I'm your host, Randy Smith, otherwise known as Rockin' Randall. I'm gonna be 100% with you guys. This is my first ever episode. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never created a YouTube video. I've never worked a camera. To be honest, that thing there's probably not even recording, so I'm gonna have to do this over. Definitely don't know how to edit a video. I have no clue. Clueless, 100%. But I'm going to try my best to put out some good content for y'all. So this is just me as I am. I'm an honest guy, so I'm going to be straight with you. So I thought I would start my channel off with a bang, a big build, something that was financially going to break me. Yep. I've been looking for a good 3/4 ton truck for probably 3 years now. And to quote Joe Walsh, I'm just an ordinary average guy. I can't afford $30,000, 20 maybe, to throw down on a 20-year-old pickup with 200,000 miles on it. I can't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it. So I did something. I went out and bought one that's she was rolled. First snow of the year, she was put on her top. And I figured it was probably going to be a good idea to build it. So here we are. I was originally going to use it for parts, but it spoke to me and it said, save me. I checked the registration, the title. Didn't say it was an organ donor, so we're going to have to bring it back to life. It's a 2004 Chevy Silverado. It's a, drew a blank there. Single cab, long box. It's got a set of 410 gears in it. It's got a rebuilt transmission in it, and it's got the LS 608. And I know what everybody's gonna say, so I'm gonna nip it in the butt before it becomes a problem. I know it's not an LS. I understand it, but you know, it's like LS's uncle. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're sitting at the family dinner table together. I mean, he's getting invited, you know. He may not be as beefy in his build, but he's kind of stocky, and you know, he's strong. Maybe not as strong as an LS, but they're related, is what I'm trying to tell you. Anyhow, we're going to go do a walk around to that, maybe fire it up, maybe we'll take it for a drive, and I'll show you kind of what we're up against. Thank you. So I'm down here where I got the truck stored, and we'll do a quick walk around here in a minute, but I just kind of want to give a brief history on the truck, because I like a truck with a story. I like the story behind it. So anyways, I know the whole history on this truck. I know all the owners. So owner number one, old Pawpaw guy. He bought it brand new in 2004, and he was from over in Nebraska. And I know the guy, but not personally. Like, you see him, you know him. One of those deals. But he bought it brand new, and he had it for probably 17 years. And he's old Pawpaw type. You know, don't get it dirty, wash it, keep it clean. Put it in the shed at night. That was the history. And he had it, decided, you know, I'm getting older. I want a newer truck. So he traded in at the Chevrolet dealership. That's when owner number two bought it. And he's a nice guy. I've known him my whole life. And he's a farmer. So he bought it for his hired man to drive, which is a very good friend of mine. And he drove for a couple of years, and it was pretty light duty. I mean, they would pull maybe anhydrous tanks with it. I mean, that's probably the most it was going to pull. They had a compressor in the back and a fuel cell. And, you know, they took good care of it. They kept it clean, washed it, did all the maintenance. And they decided that, hey, we need a Duramax. So they sold this, bought a Duramax. Then owner number three bought it, which is also a good friend of mine. And he bought it to use for his lawnmower business. You know, he mows yards. So it was just pulling lawnmower trailers and stuff like that. And he took good care of it. And actually, I think he said before, he rolled it like a week before, he put all new brakes on it and went through the differentials, serviced those, and serviced, I think, the transmission. Don't quote me on that, but I think he did. I know it has a rebuilt transmission in it. That's got paperwork. It's certified. She's certified, and I mean, it runs good. And I just couldn't bring myself to kill it. I was like, you know what? I need a 3/4 ton. It's going to be a big build, but we're going to do it kind of budgety. So I'm going to show you a budget build on it. But let's do a quick walk around. So you can see here, man, you're looking at the bedside, you're going, dang. She looks pretty nice. And then, ouch. Yeah. She went for a pretty good tumble. Fun fact, I actually worked on this truck before and installed these tow mirrors for the second owner. Put those on for him and did all the wiring for him and everything. But that was worth the money. Anyhow, you can see the door's pretty well crushed in. The cab's crushed. Bad. She was down in a creek bed on her top, but I think it's going to be easy repairable. We're pretty much replacing all the panels, I think. This fender doesn't look bad till you get down low, and it actually has some rust starting right there. So, I'm going to replace it. So actually, I think the only original panels that are going to be on this truck is the hood and the tailgate. The hood's actually real nice. It's got a good hood on it. The grill's pretty nice. The headlights, you know, it's got the Kung Pao headlights in it. They don't fare too well, so I'm probably going to get some new ones of those. The bumper is off. The guy that I bought off of, I think like 6 months before it, he put a brand new ranch hand on it, and he wanted that back, and I don't blame him. I mean, it was brand new, and he gave me a really good deal on a truck, so I was like, yeah, that's fine, dude. You can take it and kind of reimburse some money. So he sold it, and I'm just not a big ranch hand fan personally anyways. I mean, if it's going to be using it, yeah, but I mean, in all honesty, this thing's going to be kind of a pavement princess. I mean, I'm going to pull car trailers with it and stuff, but we're not going to be doing off-roading, and it's not going to be doing a lot of gravel travel. It's mainly going to be on the interstate. So there's really no sense, and I just like a good clean stock look on the bumpers personally. But you can see this fender where the ranch hand kind of came back in. It bent it in. I think it's rusty anyways. But this verifies the old pawpaw right here. Oh yeah, he didn't want no rock chips. I bet the dealership charged him $300 for those. And we're taking them right off. The tires, you can see they're shot. And I'm not a fan of these wheels, so we're probably going to do something aftermarket maybe. But you can see it's starting to get a little crusty right up in here, the fenders. I think it's going to be our best bet just to replace both of them. The antenna, you know, they used to do that in the 90s. I remember it. I don't know why people did it. I guess it was a thing. If you remember it, put it down in the comments, you know, if you used to bend your antennas. So we might leave that. I don't think this windshield's probably going to pass an inspection. I mean, maybe if you have a guy that can kind of do some shady stuff, you know, he might pass it, but I don't think it's going to pass inspection. The tops, you know, she's caved. This door's pretty well crunched too. The mirrors are toast. But that's kind of where we're at. Cab corners smashed in. The rocker panels are rusted out. Typical. It's a typical Chevy from the Midwest, unfortunately. You know. Oh yeah. Yep, they're gone. But I think this bedside may buff out, if I'm being totally honest. No. We're definitely going to replace it. I already bought a bed. But you can see she's got a ball in the bed. She's ready to pull. Actually, it's a shame because the bed floor was actually really nice in this truck. I mean, you can tell this thing was pretty well cared for. I mean, it wasn't used a lot, and it's a shame that it ended up the way it did. I'm glad nobody got hurt though. That's the main thing. Sorry for the background. The blackbirds are migrating, so sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, we're here. I think we can salvage the tailgate. It's got a pretty good buckle in it. I think he had a toolbox maybe, and it kind of slid back here. And it's hard to see on camera, but it's buckled right here. And it actually buckled it on the front, but we may be able to fix that. Rear bumper's nice shape though. I mean, there's not a dent in it, but it is what it is. You know, it's just a basic plain Jane Silverado, and we're going to rebuild it. I think we're going to do a little spin on it. I got a pretty cool paint scheme picked out that I think we're going to do. But here's the interior. You can see there's glass everywhere. Has a window tint. Yep. Hey, came with an ice scraper. Yeah, well, I think that's definitely going to come in handy. I think it had a pop in here because everything's sticky. Like this glass, it's like stuck to the dash. I think it's pop when he went over and went everywhere. But these are that fun fact. These are the original mirrors that actually came off of it. I got a hold of the second owner. I was like, "Hey, you still got those mirrors that I took off?" And he's like, "Yeah." He said, "You can just have them." So shout out to him. Thanks for giving them to me. I appreciate it. It's going to actually save me quite a bit of money on this build because mirrors aren't cheap, and I'm already spending a ton of money here. 12 gauge shells. Dang, there's a whole box. Winchesters. Definitely going to keep those. But pretty basic, you know. Basic old work truck. He's got some off in here. But here's verified transmission, you know. Certified. And I think there's actually a receipt in here from it being done. If I can get it out. Yeah, right there. $4,000 is what they charged to put a transmission in this, so I mean that's pretty neat. Oh, here they come, look. Get out of here! That worked. I actually can't believe I didn't get any fecal matter on me, so that's things are looking up anyhow. But yeah, that's kind of the paperwork on it. Throw that back in the glove box. I actually think it's an original window sticker, and I am a sucker for buying cars with the window stickers. I don't know why, I just love it. But here's the original window sticker for this truck, and it tells you right here what she's got in it. She's got 410s in it. Had trailer wiring, polished aluminum wheels, power mirrors with turn signal and heat, 4-speed automatic. She's got a locking rear differential. Beautiful. And this old boy paid 32 grand for this. So, but I'm always a sucker for those. If you have them, keep them. I mean, one of these days like this, you know, I want to know what it's got, and it saves me from having to do a whole bunch of digging around and surfing the internet. But I mean, it's a good solid truck. So we're actually going to see if it's going to fire up, and I think we'll take it for a spin. You're taking bets, is it going to start? Oh. Well, hello. Headliner may need some attention. Fires right up. Boom. right in reverse. It's got a touchscreen radio. I mean, heat works. That's pleasant. AC works, and what I like about it, this thing doesn't have any dash codes. Nothing. Window even works. So let's fire it up and see if she's gonna run. It's already fired. Sorry, I'm new to YouTube. I mean, it has no trouble whatsoever running. It does have, he did tell me, and this was before the accident, I think, the oil pressure sending unit, common Chevrolet problem, is not working properly, because he says sometimes it'll read nothing and sometimes it'll shoot up to 80. So while the cab's off, it's going to be a prime time to do that. So we'll just swap that off. If you know anything about LS's, you know those can be a pain in the ass to get to. So that's actually going to be perfect time to do it. And it's got kind of a tick, 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 tick. That's actually the exhaust. It's got a broken bolt and in the manifold. And he said he was actually going to fix that, but he never got around to it. So not a big deal. But we'll take her. We'll back road her. Sorry, I don't have a phone mount. Otherwise, I'd phone mount this up, and that way you have something to look at. But like I said, I'm new to YouTube, and I don't know what I'm doing. I think what we'll do is we'll do take it back to the shop. I'll do a walk around to the cab that's going on. I've already bought a cab. I have most of the parts for this already. So I'm still waiting on a couple things, and we'll go over that when we get back to the shop. Well, I figured we better do the blacktop test to see if she's even gonna do well on the blacktop, and it's doing just fine. Sorry about the wind noise. The old rec wrap's kind of noisy, but it seems to be doing all right. I can tell you, I'll take it. Sold. Made it back in one piece. Ran good. I think what we'll do is I'm going to head home and I'm going to hunt me up something to eat. And then we'll go to the shop and we'll do a walk around on the existing cab. And we may even start doing tear down today, because I think the game plan I'm going to do there is get the firewall painted and then put it on the truck, and then I've got to do some actual repair work to the cab because it's not 100%. So we're going to hop in the Jeep and head on home. What's the number one thing we need to do first? Tear down the cab. We'll start there. That's a good starting point, right? Tear down new cab. We need to dot, wash, clean, pressure wash it, dot, paint, firewall, dot. What else? Repair. Repair roof, dot. Remove, slash, tear down, old cab, 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 dot. Remove, slash, tear down, o Then let's do our oil pressure sending unit. Oil pressure sending unit slash manifold bolt. Manifold bolt. Boom. Install cab slash get it running. And then probably better start fixing some of our panels, like our doors and stuff. I mean, you buy used parts, you know how it goes. It's gonna have damage. It's been in the salvage yards. It's been around the block. And it's 20 years old. I mean, something's been on the road for 20 years. It's gonna have some damage, so. Repair fenders, hood, doors. What else? Tailgate. Tailgate. Bed. Do that. Then paint cab. Paint body panels. Except bed. We're going to paint the bed separate because when you're doing the bed, it's a lot easier to just do it off the truck because then you can get your front panel. So we actually, where I work, we have a bed dolly that I'll probably borrow, put it on there, do all the body work on there, wheel it into the booth, spray it, and then put it on the truck. It's going to save us time. It's kind of like putting a cart before the horse. We don't need to do that. So paint body panels except bed. Assemble, paint bed, install wheels and tires, wheels slash tires, drive. That's the whole point, right? Boom. Oh yeah, we gotta do glass. So, where do we need to do that at? Probably somewhere in here. So we're gonna, here, R and I, glass. And for those of y'all that don't know what R and I means, it means to remove and install. It's kind of a body shop terminology. If you're going to be watching the channel, you're going to notice I'm going to be doing a lot of body shop terminology because that's what I've done. So R&I means to remove and install, essentially. We're not really replacing it, we're just kind of swapping. So, but there's that. So I think this is a good list to do. That's a good starting point. So I think we forgot freaking rocker panels, didn't we? Why didn't you say something? God. So, install cab, running, repair rockers, should I put cab corners? I don't know. I don't know if they're bad yet. I know the rocker panel's got some cancer in them, but the cab corners may be solid. I mean, I didn't order them. I ordered rocker panels, not cab corners, so could that bite me right in the ass? Knowing my luck, yes, it will. So, I'm gonna put cab corner, question mark. Cab corner, boom, shakalaka. So I think we're good. Let's make a list of stuff that we need to order. So we need to order, what do I not have? I need fenders. Do I need fenders? Right, left hand. 2 headlights. Need those. That's something we can do. 3 bed caps. I'm going to show you something I learned at the dealerships. You got a bed that's beat up top, you ain't going to fix it. Cover it up. Put some bed caps on, it'll be fine. Did that a lot. Put on a lot of those. So bed caps. And then 4 rims / tires. I already got this picked up. We don't have them yet, so we're going to put them on the list. Number 5. Another something else. Headliner. You're going to have a headliner. 6. I feel like there's something else. You ever have that feeling? You ever have that feeling where you just know you're missing something, but you just can't put your finger on it? That's what I got going on now. What am I missing? I'm missing something. I don't know. Door panel, that's what it is. Left hand door panel. Something else. Just thought of this. We might as well put a windshield in it. This one's not bad. It does have a little crack. Or not a crack, but a rock chip. I think it's right there. There it is. And if you know rock chips, they spread. I don't care if you put the resin in or not. I don't believe in that. Against my religion. Just kidding. So, windshield. Boom. And that should be it. I mean, paint materials, body filler, I'm not going to put on here because, I mean, that's just a given. It's not like we have to have it, but it's not like we got to be reminded. So, I think this is a good list, so we're going to roll with that. Snip, snip. Oh yeah. Those are decent seats, actually. I'll probably keep those. Ooh, we got goodies. I'll bring you in closer. What we got in here? We got a jack. Definitely keep that. Paper towels, used, pretty gross. What else? Pens. I don't know. Reset. What is this thing? Interesting. Now some eye drops. No, you don't want to do that. Ew, carpenter's pencil. Keep that. Still don't know what those are. What is this thing? I don't know. Pool stuff. This was a pool truck at some point. Straps. Doodads. Does this work? Nope. So yeah, just a carpenter's pencil. Dang it. It's kind of like gambling. You don't know what you're going to get. Mom always said, life was like underneath the seat of a Chevrolet pickup. You never know what you're going to get. Tools across the way. Get this other seat out. probably get it. Yeah. Didn't need the max. Oh, more goodies. Okay, we're getting in deep now. What we got on this side? A couple tire irons. Definitely keep those. What do we got in here? Almonds. Hey, thought they were Sonic fans. In a minute. I wonder if they got the conies. Those are pretty good. That would hit the spot if I didn't have to dig through this crap. Hey, dime. It's already paying for itself. I mean, we're making money back. It's all good. We'll put that towards maybe some therapy. I'm definitely going to need it after this build. That out the way. And then this should just pop out if I remember correctly. Oh, this one's broken. Okay. Yep. Just the best way to get these off. People get in there with pry tools and stuff. Just a quick jerk. And they'll pop right out. Didn't even break a single one. Look. There's what? Ah, I see why somebody had this seat out. Somebody's been in here. These screws are gone, and this piece is broken to do. That's a nice piece of carpet. Okay. Making progress. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if this rubber mat looks decent, it's just dirty. I'm gonna take this though. So we'll get a screwdriver, pop this guy off, and I guess we can start dropping a headline. I'm gonna clean up this mess first. That way I'm not, rolling around in it. My washing machine is gonna be very upset if I do that. So we'll just go ahead and kind of clean this up. Throw away whatever we gotta throw away in our bucket. Trash. Don't. Let's go investigate the other side. Investigate the other side. Hello from the other side. This Silverado's making me lose my mind. Look at this. Been on fire. Hopefully that's not a sign. A Kong? That's a dog toy. Interesting. Miller Lite tab. He's a Miller man. Miller man. Mountain Dew. What is this? 3X. It's a little big for me. If it was a large, I might be interested. this is gonna be the part that's not fun. We gotta drag that out. It's gonna make a mess all over my shop, but if you look over there, you can see it's already a mess, so it's fine. It'll be fine. 1, 2, 3. Oh. It's bad. It's everywhere. What am I? Come on. Going out of there now. It's everywhere. Wham. Look at those floor pans, baby. Oh yeah, we gotta get this thing out of here. We'll get this out and then we'll vook them. Vook them. Woo-wee, she's ready to go. I'll bring you in here. As you can see, it's relatively solid. I mean, I'm not seeing any rust back in here. Look at that floor pan. Dang. This one's even pretty solid. The only spot I saw, it looks like we got a little surface rust starting here maybe. So we'll grind that down and put some like Pour 15 on it. But this here's what sucks. I don't know what happened there. Big old gash. Maybe they did it when they were removing it. I don't know. But on that transmission tunnel. But we'll patch it. It's not that big of a deal. We can hammer and dolly it out, weld it up, and she'll be fine. I'm just telling y'all right now, don't try this at home. Hello. Come on, baby. We'll just burn it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's good to breathe in. Okay. Hey, that actually worked. It did. Holy shit. Did you guys see that? It actually worked. I can't believe that actually worked. Ooh, hot. Look at it. It just kind of melted their whatever they had here off. And this octopus looking bastard. Get over there. It actually came off really good. Right down to the E-coat, which, I mean, I'm not complaining none. But, yeah, see, I was worried that there's going to be a big hole here, but it's just a little guy. We could easily patch that. I'll show you how we do that in one of these upcoming episodes, but yeah, things are looking up. Things are looking up. Well, we got the cab stripped down, cleaned up. It's looking pretty good, actually. We do have good and bad news, though. Prognosis. What do you guys want? You want the good news or the bad news first? course. You want the bad news? Rub it in. Okay? Just kidding. But I'll show you. Pretty unexpected. But if any of y'all are body men, you know what all these little circles mean. That's hail. Don't mind that big guy. I knew he was there. But it's something unexpected that I was hoping I didn't have to run into. It's just gonna mean more time and money and stuff. But we have a couple different options to go on this. Option number one, we hire someone to PDR it. And for anybody that's out there that doesn't know, PDR means paintless dent removal. So they're going to come in and pop the dents out. Pretty expensive. The guys are skilled. I understand why. But I'm doing this on a budget. And I'm trying to keep the cost down as much as I can. Option number two, we're already going to be grinding the paint down, studding and pulling that dent and this dent here. Maybe we just skim the whole roof with a little coat of mud. I know a lot of people are going to say, that's a hack thing. And I get it. I understand. It's not the best thing to do. It's not ideal, but it's what we got. It's an option. I've done it before. As long as you're skimming it. I mean, it's not like we're going to have filler in there an inch thick. You know, it's just a little skim coat. Go over the little dents. If they're bad enough to where we got to stud and pull them, we'll do it. But I think that's probably the way I'm going to go. I've done it before. It's held up over the years on vehicles. And I'm going to be honest with you. Body filler these days have come a long ways from what they used to be. You don't have as much problems and shrinkage, and the heat doesn't affect it as bad like it used to. 30 years ago, yeah. But this is 2024. It's going to be fine, I think. So I'm going to have to sleep on it, but I think more than likely that's probably the route I'm going to go. So there's that. Good note, though, I'm going to show you. Look at the floor pans in this thing. We don't have that up here in the Midwest. You know, this came from Arkansas. You know, and it's pretty dang solid, actually. I mean, all the trucks around here, they rot out right through here, something terrible. And this is all solid, way back in here. And I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, the firewall's nice. It's going to be a good clean start, I guess, on this side anyways. This side's not too bad. I wish it was a little bit better, but it is what it is. We do have a little surface rust starting right here. It's not bad, though. I'm thinking it's something we can grind down, put like a rust preventative on there, like a rust mort, coat it, paint it, lock it down. I think it's going to be fine. This gash does suck. I'm not looking forward to that. I didn't know that was there. The only thing I can think of is maybe whenever they set it down, maybe they had it sitting on something and poked a hole in it and didn't realize it, you know. But it's not that big of a deal. I mean, that's something we can make a patch for, weld in, be done. But other than that, I mean, the rest of it's fairly solid. I'm happy with it. We do have that up there we have to address, that hole where they had that GPS tracking, whatever, that cone, the octopus looking thing. So we do have that. I'm going to show you how we patch that when we do all the body work on the roof. There's a couple different ways. I figured out a way that actually works really good. I've done it a lot on like a lot of heavy trucks whenever people want to do a cab light delete on them, you know. And it works out really well. It's held up good. I've seen examples to where I've done it 10 years ago and they sit out in the sun and they still look really nice and it doesn't rise up. So we'll probably do that. You don't want to turn loose with a welder up there. You'll have a mess. I mean, as thin as that metal is up there, it's going to warp like crazy. It's already not ideal. But that's where we're at on that. On a good side note, though, 88 cents. That's what we found. I mean, the truck's already paying for itself. I'm definitely going to need that because I'm going to be financially broke after this whole build. Oh boy, the things I do. I get myself into some sticky situations. But thanks for watching. We're going to be doing a lot more on this truck. Hopefully we can get a lot of good videos out of it. Like and subscribe if you want to watch me blow my whole savings, because it's probably going to happen. You know, I'm the type of guy, you're going to come to find out, I don't give up. If something I can't figure it out, I'm just going to keep going at it. And I will literally open up the checkbook and just shake it over the car and just blow all the money on it until it works. You know, if I have something, I had an Impala for an example. It's a dash fire. Worst rebuild I was ever involved in. And it just kept wanting more and more and more. And I just kept throwing money at it. And I'm still throwing money at it. It's not finished yet. So we'll be seeing that on the channel too. Another example, my Jeep I have. It's a good Jeep. I spent a boatload of money on it though. Way more than I wanted to, and time. And it's just one of the deals. I just opened up the checkbook and just, you know, shook it over it. And but that's me. So I mean, you're gonna get good content. But thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. On a separate note, these seats out of this truck, I don't want them. So if anybody out there is interested in them, hit me up. Make me an offer. They're actually really nice. I'd hate to just throw them away. I mean, they'll steam clean up pretty good. That's a driver's seat there. It got one little booger there, but I mean, it's a good set. I think it'll clean up nice. This doesn't fold down. It's stationary. Work truck model. But if you're interested, like I said, hit me up. I'm willing to part with them. I just want them out of my way. Make me an offer. If not, maybe I'll just stick them up in the attic or something. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it.